What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman here for Stokastic.com, back again with the NBA DFS contenders on DraftKings for Wednesday, October 19th. Now be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter, @Josh Engleman. Only place you get updates to my sim results as we get closer to lock. Let me know in the comment section who are your favorite and least favorite plays for tonight's slate. And finally, I got an offer for you. Pay attention. BetMGM is the sponsor of this video. There is a link in the description. Click that, head over. I hope that you're in a legal betting state. If you're not, I'm sorry for this. But if you are, and you haven't signed up at BetMGM yet, go ahead and sign up and make a bet. I need you to put $10, this is where it gets weird, on an NHL money line. Just take the best favorite if you just want to deal with this quickly. Win or lose, it doesn't matter. You just need someone to score a goal in that game. If they do, BetMGM is going to give you $200 in free bets. That's an incredible deal. If you're looking to get yourself started in the sports betting game, starting off with $200 in free bets is a pretty good deal. So again, bet an NHL money line, get any goal for either team, $200 in free bets. Now, we round out the bottom of my top 10 with Bam Adebayo, Chris Duarte, Desmond Bane, Jakob Poeltl, and Saddiq Bey on the outside looking in. Who will be my favorites? My top 5 plays for today? It's time to find out. First up at number 5, I'm going to TYRESE HALIBURTON. Point guard, shooting guard eligible, 7,200. Projected for 42. The goal is 46. He's in the optimal lineup 15% of the time. He is now the best or second best player on the Pacers, a team that doesn't have a lot of good players. He's just going to have carte blanche to do whatever he wants. He's going to run the entire offense, 35 minutes a game. 1.2 fantasy points per minute is my expectation in this spot against the Wizards. 17 points, neutral usage 20%, 8.5 assists, 4.5 boards, 2.5 stocks. This guy does a little bit of everything. This Pacers team is not going to be very good, but TYRESE HALIBURTON is going to have the opportunity to do whatever he wants. In at number 4, the new face of the San Antonio Spurs, KELDON Johnson, power forward eligible, 5,900, projected for 36. The goal is 39.5. He's in the optimal lineup 15% of the time. 33 minutes here for KELDON Johnson. He's going to be over a fantasy point per minute guy now that he just gets to soak it all up. No more DeJounte Murray here. I got him at 23% usage. That number could end up being quite a bit higher. 20 points, 7 boards, 2.5 assists, and a stock. Taking on a Charlotte Hornets team without LaMelo Ball, their best player, without Miles Bridges, what would be their second best player. Miles Bridges ain't walking through that door anytime soon. I think they're going to be also without James Bouknight, who got his second DUI in the past 2 weeks, yesterday, 2 days ago, something like that. So very thin Hornets team that isn't particularly good to begin with. KELDON Johnson gets to do everything. He's going to get to shoot whenever he wants, and that stands out to be pretty good at 5,900. Be prepared. KELDON Johnson's price is not going to look anywhere near this in 2 weeks. We take a giant step up in tier here to a very clear top 3 for me. CADE Cunningham in at the 3rd spot. Point guard eligible, 7K, projected for 43. The goal is 45. He's in the optimal lineup 22% of the time. I gave CADE 34 minutes. This is his team now. I'm very interested to see what Detroit does this year. They're taking on another one of the bad teams in the East in Orlando. You got Bojan Bogdanovic there now for some floor spacing. I got CADE at 1.2 fantasy points per minute in this game. 26% usage for CADE. 20 points, 7 boards, 6 assists, 2 stocks. Just going to fill the stat sheet. To me, he's just a better version of TYRESE HALIBURTON and a bigger version of TYRESE HALIBURTON. I love the price. I think CADE's price is going to be in the 8s before long. He is running the Pistons now, and he should. Much better in the second half last year than he was in the first half. I'm a believer in CADE Cunningham. Back to the Spurs at number 2 for DEVIN VASSELL. He's shooting guard, small forward eligible, which means you could also roster him at guard forward utility, my favorite positional designation. He's 4,600. This is going to be the starting 2 guard for the Spurs. Not a lot of competition behind him either. Projected for 32.5. The goal is 33. He's 50-50 to hit that mark. Just an incredible value option for today. 22% of the time he's in the optimal. 32 minutes for VASSELL. I think he's going to be a 0.9 to 1 fantasy point per minute guy. 20% usage, 16 points, 5.5 boards. Maybe a little bit of creation from an assist perspective. Closer to 2 stocks. And that same matchup against the Hornets. I just love the combination of position and price for VASSELL. And it's so simple for him to just hit his mark. If he scores in the 30s in fantasy points, he can make any lineup work in multiple positions. Now, before we get to that number one contender, one last reminder: like, subscribe, notification bell, all that good stuff. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. Let me know in the comments who your favorite and least favorite plays are. And then click that link and go sign up at BetMGM and make that bet on a moneyline NHL game tonight so that you can get yourself $200 in free bets. One more Spur to close it out. Tre Jones. He is the starting point guard for the San Antonio Spurs. He's 4,200. I've got him projected for 33 fantasy points. Maybe a little high, but even still, the goal at 4,200 is 31. Again, he's starting. He's the starting point guard for the Spurs with very little competition behind him other than Josh Primo. 24% of the time, Tre Jones is in the optimal. This one's just easy. He's not bad either. He's going to be like a fantasy point per minute guy. 18% usage is mildly limiting. 13 points, 7 assists, 4.5 boards. Maybe you get a steal. And again, it's a great matchup against Charlotte. With Jones, VASSELL, KELDON, with no DeJounte Murray on the team any longer. No Derek White either. Don't forget about that. There's so much offense to go around, and these prices aren't reflecting the minutes that these guys are going to have to play now. Tre Jones's value is the most optimal thing that you can have today. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my NBA DFS contenders on DraftKings for Wednesday, October 19th. FanDuel version of this video is around here somewhere, so check it out. Good luck tonight, everybody. Win a little bit of that money. We are back again tomorrow morning for another edition of the Contenders.